Alright, so I have a deck of cards here, and, we're just gonna mix them up a bit by giving them a cut, and a couple more. Let's try one more, just to make sure they're really mixed up. So, am I a genius? Or did I just somehow know to cut to ace through king in spades, ace through king in hearts, and then ace through king in clubs, and then ace through king in diamonds? Is that a possible thing? No, of course it's magic. All right, we should all know that by now. But hopefully you guys weren't too flabbergasted or fooled or something like that. Whatever those old-timey British people use. The first thing you probably noticed me do was a double undercut. But then I tried to fool you further by doing a quadruple undercut. I'm not going to perform that now because it takes a bit of time. But essentially, this is the third application for a double undercut. We used it as a top control, then we used it as bottom control, and now we're using it as a false shuffle. So for the overhand retention, you can see that, like, if we did this, we would truly mix up all the cards, and I don't want to because it took me a very long time to put it in this order. But the overhand retention only keeps the location of one card, but a double undercut keeps the order of the entire deck of cards, because all we're doing is cutting the top packet, taking the second half of the top packet, and then the original first half of the top packet, and you don't change the order of anything. And because spectators don't really know where you're cutting or how you're cutting, as long as they don't see the break, they believe that you are truly just mixing up the cards, just giving it a couple cuts very casually. No big deal about it. You say, okay, yeah, we're just gonna give the deck a couple cuts. Oops, yeah. But you guys obviously know what I'm doing, so it's not a big surprise there. And again, you can use this after you've controlled a card to the top, but they don't know that. They think it's somewhere in the middle. And you say, I know, let's give the deck a couple cuts if you don't believe me. So we for sure don't know where your card is, and we don't know where the ace of spades is at all. Oh, what's over here? Don't worry about that. But there's not much to it. You guys have been practicing the double undercut, I'm sure, because you watched the video on the top control and the bottom control for it. So it's very simple just to perform the double undercut as a false shuffle. No matter what you do, you won't change the order of the deck of cards at all. And if you wish, you can just perform a simple trick like this, like, oh yeah, I just cut the deck, and then yeah, I'm just an absolute genius, wow. I cut through ace through king and everything, because obviously this is impossible. But with a double undercut, retaining the position of all the cards in the deck, it most certainly is.